Are we live? Sorry for all the trouble, everyone. Let me just check this. Are we live? Sorry for all the trouble, everyone. Let me just check this. Are we live? Sorry for all the Can you guys hear me? I'm not seeing any input from the chat right now. Well, thank you for that. I'm just wondering why 5 watching started 2 minutes ago. I'm gonna wait for chat to say that I'm going. Hello, Carson. 5 watching now. See, I don't want to start. I have microphone feedback. See, I don't want to start. I have microphone feedback. Okay, can everyone hear me? I'm just going to quickly check this to make sure that I am going live, in fact. Okay, you can hear me? We got 8 watching. You can hear good. Okay, we're waiting for people to come in. Oh, the thumbnail. Does this work better just using my computer microphone? Okay, I hope that this is going to be working. We'll wait a bit more for people to come in. So if you want to, well, I guess I'll start with my introduction. Welcome to the first ever speed typing live stream. This is going to be a lot of fun. So I came up with, I believe, what is a unique content idea. So I'm going to be doing free Nitro type team audits and reviews. So if you are a captain on a team, if you're an officer, if you're a member, if you're just someone who wants to know how to improve your team, all you have to do to enter for a free team audit is just put your team tag in the description, put what your rank on the team is, so if you're an officer, a member, or a captain, and then put your team's current rank for the season, and then you should be good to go. And I'll be going through the entries in the chat and basically going through teams, giving tips on improving. If you're wondering my credentials for giving these team audits and reviews, because I guess I've never had a top 3 team on Nitro type, I have had several teams that have made it into the top 5 for seasons. I've been officers in several top 3 teams. I have been around since 2016, so I've been around before team status updates and all that stuff. So yeah, I think I'm qualified to be doing this. If you would like to be entered, just simply put your team tag, put your team, what your rank on the team is, and then put your team's current rank for the season. I'll just wait for the first entries to come through. I hope that this is working. It seems like it is. Alrighty. Hello, Joshua. You want a team review for Team Vivid? Yes, and the team doesn't have to be yours. I'm going to be prioritizing if the team is yours and if you're the captain for the team or whatever. But if you want me to do a team review for like another team that you're not a part of, but you're just wondering how that team can improve, maybe you're friends with the captain or whatever, then I am open to doing that too. Okay, I guess we'll start with Team Vivid because that is Joshua's team. If you don't know Joshua, he's one of the fastest typists on Nitro type. I think he's like top 3 or whatever. Okay, so we have Vivid typists here. Started on July 30th, 2020. Okay, so I want to start off with the team tag and the team name. Vivid typist. So yeah, this is a unique team name and tag, which is good because you always want to have like a good first impression when someone sees your team tag and your team name on the leaderboards. I think Vivid, that's really good. No problem there. Alrighty, you have your requirement 500 races. I don't like that, but that's set up good. Any speed. Okay, so moving on to the team description, I would say this is one of the more important parts of your team. And if you've seen my team tips video before, that's done quite well. There are a few things I'd recommend. You want to keep it simple, but you also want to communicate like some clear value that your team is going to be holding for like loyal members. If you're stuffing it too much with like do this many races a day, no bagging, all this stuff, if you're jam packing it, I don't think it provides enough value. And I think that Josh was doing this a bit too much here. 100 races a week starting season 29, no bagging, no drama, $120 million prize pool season 29, be loyal, 5 days in activity kick, Discord, and then the link to the Discord. What I would say here is, okay, the 140 races a week starting season 29 is good. I would maybe take out starting season 29, provide something that your team is, what's unique about your team, like led by one of the fastest typists on Nitro type. For example, might be a good example for you to put in your description. You don't need to say no bagging, no drama. I think that those are things that generally come with a team because when I see a team description, I want to be very drawn to that team description. I want to be like catching my eye, like, oh yeah, I really like what this team is all about and I want to join it instead of just having these really specific things. So just try experimenting around with that a bit. You have 410 races in the last 24 hours. Okay, we're getting more in here. I'm going to be sticking up in the chat. I'll give priority to whoever is requesting a team audit review first. Sticking on Vivid, we have 410 races in the last 24 hours. Current season 3,419. I know this team was started very recently. As a matter of fact, Josh used to be an officer on calibration, my team. But okay, active racers. A big thing is active racers, yes. So we have Josh, who is obviously very active himself. I believe that is Smoke, if I'm not mistaken. You have Lightning, Rainstorm, Sword, Cam, Elixir, Sorcerer, Legendary, M1 Nitro type. Okay, so you have a pretty solid player base here. But the problem is your team only has 16 current members, as I see. So what I would tell teams that are starting out is accept every single application that joins your team, even if they have 0 races in the last 24 hours and 0 races in the season. And I'll tell you why. It's because it's better if you have someone who's doing 1 race a day than not accepting that person, having them do 0. Because at the start, every single race counts. And until you get to 50 members on your team, then don't kick anyone until you hit that 50 member max, because even if they're only doing like 10 races a day, those 10 races a day are still going to help your team increase. That's what I would tell every starting out team. Don't not accept anyone unless you want it to be an exclusive speed team or whatever. Yeah, you really need to build your membership base, whoever lacking your members may be at first. But yeah, you have a very good start. It seems like you have Sword's going to stick with you, I hope. Elixir's, Cam. Very good, solid player base at the start. Great job so far, Josh. I think that you're probably going to have a pretty good chance of getting top 100, maybe even top 50 this season. Just remember to keep accepting those members that join your team at first. Vivid Typists, great team name. Let's move on to the next team that we have on here. Okay, so we have RUWL. He is the co-captain, and they're 2,369th place in the season. Let's head over there. Team RUWL, Resilient Racers. I like that. That's a fairly decent team name, though I don't think that the team tag generally fits that team name. Maybe you should do some rethinking of that. A big thing that's going to draw people away from your team is if your team tag is something that's, you know, kind of odd, that they wouldn't really want to associate with their display name. And I think that this is maybe the case. Maybe try something like RWLR. I don't know, try to keep it, there's not really many ways that you can make the team tag fit this team name, though the team name is good. But yeah, definitely maybe try to think of a different team tag, I would say. Moving on to the team description, very competitive. Co-captain is Panda Racer. Hello, Panda Racer. Comps blitz, 50 races a week, 3 races a day in active kick, no bagging, team car, Lamborghini Ventix. Again, you're complicating it way too much here. If you can forward this to the captain, because I know you can actually change this, please tell him to simplify your team description. Just say 50 races a week. If you do not race after 3 days, you will be kicked. We are like a resilient team, and we will fight till the end, right? Just have that short but sweet team description that will draw people who see the team description to your team. You have 16 current members. Okay, I'm starting to see some problems here. First problem, your captain is not active at all. So your captain is going to have to start racing a lot, because your captain really needs to set that good example for the team once they get started out. That's a big problem, him only doing 9 races. Though you have, I'm going to check out this guy. Join my team. Yes, you should join RWL. 78 races, last 24 hours, current season. Okay, so your top racer is decently active. Yes, so, whoops. The biggest problem that your team is facing right now is the fact that your captain is not active enough, I would say. And also that, again, you're facing some problems with recruiting active members. So I'm going to give you a few tips here. The first is that because you're an officer on this team, if once you've done, say, maybe like a 20 race session, I'm not sure who you are. I think you're Panda, the one who requested this review. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, when you're doing your races, after you've maybe done 20 races, done 30 races, head to your friends page, and I can show you quickly here. Click on friends, and then click on recent. And once you've clicked on recent, then what you can do is just hit the team invite button for everyone down that list. Because again, like I said before, for Team Vivid, you want to make sure that all of the members on your team, whether they're doing 0 races, at least they need to be all accepted. And you need to invite as many people as possible to build that good membership base at the start. When you hit 50 members, you can start kicking. But yeah, decent started, say you just started 3 days ago. So yeah, great start on the team. Tell your captain to start racing more and build that membership base up as much as you can. Okay, so now we're going to be heading to the next team on this list. Let me see if I can turn my mic up a bit. Okay, I'll just try to talk a bit louder. Heading on to the next team on this list, we are going to be going to TPA, I skipped over Team TPA before. So yeah, let's head to Team TPA right now. Check out this team. I haven't heard of this team before. 104th on the season, and he is an officer. Kite Masters. Okay, number one thing, your team name is way too generic, and your team tag is way Kite Masters. It's not going to be very grabbing for them to see this team on the leaderboards at first, or to see you on the track. So I would try to definitely rethink your team tag and team title. Just be creative with it. I mean, it's okay, but there's certainly room for improvement in terms of when someone sees the team tag and team name, to them immediately wanting to join. For example, if I've said this a bit, that you need to have a unique team tag and team name. Think of, for example, of some great teams like Syndicate, right? It's something that grabs your attention first, like SYN. Like, it's something that people are going to be able to remember. Or Sect was an old team, like Imperial Conquerors, something like that people are going to be able to see, they're going to be able to relate to, and they're going to want to join right away. Again, your team description is way too complicated. You have Discord, you have this race a day, 3-day grace period, daily and seasonal competitions. Simplified again. I've already said tips around this, so I don't think I need to expand any further. Oh, you got your Mako on the team. Pretty cool. This is a pretty fast racer. Good, your captain is active. Oh, Justin 8 TJYT. I think I know this person. Yes, I definitely do. Okay, everyone who's asking for team review, I'm going to be just going down the list for people in the chat. I may skip over your team a bit, so if I did skip over your team, then just please comment again. Please don't spam comments. That'd be very appreciated. And I'd just like to take a second to thank our moderators. Ace Typer, we have Josh, Try to Win for Glory, and we have Good Grades Boy too. So thank you to all the moderators who have come for this live stream. But yeah, we have I do know the captain a bit here, but it's good to see that the captain is active. In terms of active racers on your team, again, captain is the top. That's always great to see the captain leading a great example. But you see you have some problems with like your Mako and soft drink here, that they're not racing. Yeah, I can see some team members who have maybe dropped off here, and you only have 21 team members, and your team was started on July 21st, so relatively new team. But you're 104th on the season, I believe you said. So yeah, again, you only have 21 members. As an officer on your team, I would say definitely invite as many people as possible. As I showed before, go to the recents page on your team. That's a big thing that you need to do. And if I can find you here, I forget who did that comment. Let's find it here again. TPA Carson. Okay, yeah, I see you on here. You need to race more yourself if you want your team to rise up on the leaderboards. But again, invite as many people as possible. It seems like your captain is going to be a good captain. He's going to race a lot himself. So yeah, Type Masters, again, to summarize, get a new team tag, new team name. But you've done a great job so far on the season, and good job to you. Okay, so now we're going to be moving on to the next team, PDTR, which is Ace Typer's team. Okay, actually what I'm going to be doing, I'll do PDTR and then I'm going to skip down to the bottom of the comments. So we're going to head to PDTR over here. And I'm going to try to keep up with the comments as much as I can, just so you guys know, which I haven't been doing. CLBX, yeah, that's my current team. Probably not. Okay, Predators, Ace Typer. You have all-time 235,000 races, over 1,000 races in the last 24 hours, and I believe your current rank, top 20, I believe. Alrighty, team description is better. Oh, and by the way, team tag and team name, yeah, I love it. It's great. Don't change it. You don't need to do anything there. But team description, $50 million prize pool every single race. Discord laid back team. Okay, that's a bit complicated, but I think it's good enough. Maybe you could expand a bit on, you know, your description of your team is like laid back team, but maybe have something like that relates to the team name. So like we hunt down like other teams, for example, or something like that. I don't know. It looks like you have a bit more space and characters to expand on this team description. My webcam is getting very laggy. Okay, here. Hope that's working. Okay, so PDTR, Ace Typer, you've been doing. Uh-oh, it froze. Let me see if I can fix this. Let me head over here. Live. Okay. See if I can get the quality up a bit better here. Live control room. Okay, kind of working now. I'm gonna be good with that. Let's head back to the team reviews. Okay, so PDTR Ace Typer. Looks like you have quite a few really active racers here on your team, which is good to see. Points, you're doing pretty good 6 hours ago, a day ago. You got some nice active racers here. Okay, so now, let's see here. You have some lower team members who probably should be kicked. I would say at this stage, anyone with under 100 season races should be kicked from your team unless they've been very recently active. Because you have 40 members. Yes, get that member count up to 50. And I would say that it looks like you have some active racers, but they're not necessarily currently engaging that much. And the way that you can solve this is to go to your is to do a lot more cash competitions that are to engage these members, because I know you're saying you have this large prize pool, but maybe what you're going to be doing with your contests, instead of just like, I'm not sure what kind of contest you're doing on your team currently, but try something that's a lot more engaging, like a 24-hour leaderboard contest. So you have like 24 hours, and then at the end of this time, anyone who's on this leaderboard, I'm going to give like the whole 15 million to if they're ranked the highest. And then you're going to have your top officers, you're going to have your top team members competing for those spots. So that's going to engage your team a lot more. So instead of spreading out your prize pool, have like a big chunk of prize money, and then everyone can go and compete for it. And I think that might help your officers and your top members become a little bit more active to help get your team a bit further. But yeah, overall, great job on the team. Let's head over to the next team here. Okay. Kite. We're gonna head over to Team Kite. Let's see if this is the right or if they used one. Okay. Team Kite, welcome to Kite. Join us now. 60, that's a typo, please fix that. Capital O. 67 plus races a day, 99% accuracy, need to be active on Nitro type. Try to get your description a bit more descriptive, obviously. Team name should be something other than your team tag, please. So something like Kite Racers, I don't know. Just don't have it the same as your team name or tag. Wait. I'm not going to be reviewing this team, sorry, it only has one member. Yes, invite a lot of people, I guess, would be my only tip right now, because it seems like you just started, so yeah. Not much I can give you at one member besides just inviting a lot more people to your team. I'm going to move on to into another team here. LGR, it looks like. Team LGR. 21 viewers, not bad. If you are liking the stream so far, even though it's laggy, please hit the subscribe button. That would really be appreciated. Hit the like button. Okay, so Team LGR, wow. 4,000 races in the last 24 hours. What are you guys currently ranked? Isn't that like top 3? That's only 8th. Yeah, this just goes to show you how competitive teams have gotten these days. When you do 4,000 races a day and you're not even ranked top 3 on the last 24 hours, it's just like, you used to be able to do 200 races a day and get in the top 10 easily. And if you did like 1,000, you'd be easily first. Oh, it's Desi is the captain of this team. Okay. Okay, team name and tag. Put a space between Legend Racers, maybe. If that's already taken, then use the Unicode space. That just would help a bit. Daily competitions, no asking for gold, officer, or money. 30 races on joining, 40 is without racing. Click. Okay, again, team descriptive is too compact. Try to spread it out. If you're, I doubt you're Desi who's made that comment. So yeah, just please forward this information on to Desi that his team description needs to be a lot more room to breathe. For example, so we host daily competitions. 30 races a day upon joining, please. Welcome to Legend Racers. We hope you enjoy your stay, or something like that, you know. It needs to be a lot more descriptive. I know it's Desi's very active. Demon Endurance, Burned, Clutch. You have lots of good racers on your team so far. It looks like you started, looks like you started fairly recently too. Season races, yeah, you're doing really well so far, from what I can tell. What could I give this team to improve? Do to help them along this way is to go to last race. Okay, that's not going to help. Let's go to season races, actually. Because at this point, you want to be kicking those members who aren't really contributing the most, so that you can, because when you're ranking this high on the leaderboard, you're going to be, yes, Nate Dog, I will be doing Nate right away. That will be the next team that I'm doing, and Tariff Random Life. Okay. Yes. So LGR, kick this guy can be official. I would say at this stage, kick everyone who's under 200 races. But because everyone wants to join this team right now, because obviously it just started up fairly recently, you're a top team, and at this point you're getting lots of team applications from active racers. So you need to make sure that you're active racers. For example, in CLBX, when we were doing really well at the start, we maxed out at 50 members, and then I realized that we kind of suffered a bit because we probably had a lot of active applications that didn't come through. And as soon as we cleared some of the inactive members, we started to get some really good applications from more active racers. So yeah, set your standard a bit higher and start kicking a bit more. And I think that should help you just gain that bit of a better membership on your side. Okay, we're doing Team Nate right now. 16 watching, please hit the like button, that would be very epic. Okay, so let's go to Team Nate. And Nate Dogg is obvious. Let's dominate. Alrighty, this team has been alive since 2015. Wow, that's a pretty goated team right there. Members 48. Again, team name and team tag, very good. Description is too complicated, as I've said before. Yeah, two gold and 180 million prize pool, weekly cash comps, 35 races. J must be active, Discord, YT, Nate Dogg, Nitro type. Okay, what you need to do here is take out anything that isn't really going to provide any value to someone who's just looking at the team for the first time. So the weekly cash comps you can probably take out. Must be active you can take out. You can take out 2 gold and $180 million prize pool also. Just say that we reward active racers. Welcome to Team Nate. Again, just only provide those things that new members are going to be attracted to, because like the weekly cash competitions, all those kinds of things, current members are going to be like, it's going to help current members, but what you want to do is you want to attract those members, is just simplify it a bit and optimize your team description for people who are just new to joining your team. So last race here, pretty active. Okay, I'm starting to see a big problem. If you want to go be competitive, I'm not exactly sure, but if you're looking at this from the competitive angle, then kick those members that have not raced like for over 3 days. I don't care how many team races they have, they're obviously not contributing anymore. So if you want a competitive team, then you definitely need to be kicking those members. But yeah, overall, I think you have a pretty decent, like, loyal membership base because you've been around for a long time. I know Good Grades Boy is on this team, I think. Is Pandora on this team? I kind of doubt it. Is that actually Pandora? But yeah, I believe that's Good Grades Boy. But you have Ducky Full. Yeah, you have quite a loyal membership base from what I can see. So all you need to do is you need to optimize your team for new members and for those who've been on your team for a long time. And how you can do this is, for those members who've been on your team for a long time, host those kind of cash competitions that are $1 million. Maybe give out $1 million a day to the top racer on your team who's done the most races for the day, and just have that consistent cash competition. But then every week do that larger cash competition that's going to attract those new members to start getting lots of team races. And as a matter of fact, the more team races someone has on your team, the more likely they are to stay for a longer period of time. So as soon as if you can have like a big cash competition, for example, $10 million, if you like rank the highest on the 24-hour leaderboard, new members are going to be most attracted to that. They're going to build their race count, and then they're going to want to stay for a longer period of time. But as I can see, you're already an experienced captain, so great job on Team Nate so far. Okay. Yes, they're attracted to gold and a lot of cash. That's very true, but what I would tell you to do is that, sure, $180 million prize pool, 2 gold memberships. You need to simplify that a lot more and say, most active in the season, if you don't have a gold membership and you're the most active in our season, then you get a gold membership on our team, or something. That's not a very good way to put it, I must admit, but you need to optimize it for people who are looking at your team. So 2 gold and $180 million prize pool, sure, that's a lot of cash. And like 2 gold, but too much, because lots of teams they're already telling me like prize pool and 2 gold. You need to say that we have a massive $180 million prize pool, and I'm giving out 2 gold memberships this season, and spell that all out for your description so it's much more easily readable and attractive for new members. Summer on vacation. Okay, it's Pandora. Click on it. You betcha that's Pandora. That better be Pandora. Yes, that's Pandora. Okay, well, you got Pandora on your team. Congratulations to you. Okay, we're going to be going on to the next team. But yeah, good job. LGR. Yeah, for those of you who are just new to the stream, if you want your team reviewed, just simply put out your team tag, what your current rank on the team is, and what your team is ranked on the leaderboards. What's the next team that we have linked on here? SWETZ. The Sweats. 6 members 3 months ago. Okay, no, I'm not touching that team. It's obviously someone trying to troll me. Oh, thank you to Alpha Typer for $200,000. Thank you to Legendary Racer for $100,000. Yeah, I'm going to be accepting cash. So if you want to donate to me, drain the stream, then all you have to do is send cash over to my main. As you can see, I'm not that rich, so I would appreciate some cash, and you'll be given a shout out here. Can you do my team speed? Cat typist. Let me see. Cat typist, where you posted it. Let me see if I can find this here. So yeah, Cat typist, if you want a team review, then all you have to do is just put chat. Let me see here. Could you do ooh? Sure, that looks like an active team. I'm just having a bit of trouble finding these teams because they're kind of buried right now. See if this is it. Okay, Rising. 1,548 races in the last 24 hours. Your captain has the most team races, and that's always a good thing to see. Your officers generally don't have gold memberships, which means that they're probably not experienced. Let's see here. Okay, Rising. Team tag. That catches your attention at first. Team name. I guess it kind of fits, like it gives you a good kind of feeling when you first click on this team. So I definitely wouldn't change that, just coming to this team for the first time. Why do team descriptions have to be so complicated? It's not like if someone's not going to be reading this all when they join your team. They're going to join your team because they see the team tag and they see the team name, or they're not going to be joining your team because yes, I'm doing that team right now. So they're not going to be joining your team because you have this really complicated team description with all these things that you're listing out. Every team is going to have this thing in their description. I've been saying this so many times. Simplify your team description. It's going to help your team a lot. I don't know what you want to put in your description, but it has to be something that's going to draw the attention of new members. Maybe what I would do is just keep the Discord in there and cut out everything else in there and just put in something that's really unique, because you're trying to have fun with your team name, trying to have fun with your team tag, and a fun team description would totally fit that, I feel. We're going to go to last race here, because I feel like, yes, big problem, because I saw your membership and I knew that based on your team races there was going to be a problem here. Kick everyone that has not raced in over 5 days, I would say. That might be a good play to cut it off, because you have about half your team, or even 1/3 is doing really well, but the other half or 2/3 is not racing at all. So kick all those members. You're maxed out at 50 members. You could be getting some good team applications to your team, and all you need to do is just kick those other members so you can start accepting those more active racers. But yes, okay, we're going to be moving on to the next team now. Please look at the video's name. Alrighty, can you do Team Talk? Possibly, but I doubt you're the captain of Team Talk, so I'm not going to be prioritizing this right now. The cat typist, if you want me to do a review on your team, then all you have to do is give me your team tag and I'll be able to head over to the team. But if I don't have the team tag, I'm not going to be able to find your team, obviously. Okay. We're going to quickly head up this list again. I'm going to quickly check my donations. Thank you from AEC for $200,000 there. Thank you to Sit Down for $100,000. I really appreciate that. We're going to head up to have on our list here. Alrighty. Okay, people are wanting me to do Team Entry is the team I'll be doing next. Sure, I'll go ahead and do that. Whoop. Let's get this link going here. Elite Nitro type Tariff Racers. That's a unique name. And I think this is a copy of Entra without the E, I believe. Oh, wow, that description is way too complicated already. Alrighty, you're going to have to simplify that description. Leaderboard, yes, thank you, try to win. Yes, you need to put your team name, the position on your team tag, the position on your team, and your team's current position on the leaderboards if you want to get entered. Race is 1 in the last 24 hours. Oh, and you've went inactive. Okay, there's not much I can give you here, Tariff, because it seems like you've kicked all your active members. Yeah, I guess just you're going to have to accept more members to your team, and then I can start giving you tips on that, because currently, like, you're not active yourself. So I know you're a very active racer, or have been in the past, but you're going to have to open up this team application. There's really not much I can tell you. But yeah, once you get the membership, then I can give you some tips. Alrighty, just gonna quickly catch up with the stream link here. Captain of okay. So if you want, okay, AWO7 is the team that we're gonna be doing next. Lil Hamsters, Kosho and Melmean, Nitro type drama. Alrighty, months ago, kick all those members that have not raced for a few months, obviously is what you're going to have to start doing, and start inviting a lot more racers. Please get proper grammar in your team special requirements. Team captain, which means that you're not going to have grammar, but like capitalize the M. Get better grammar in that. That is going to attract some more members, I would say, to your team. It looks like you're active. You have this guy who's done 1,000 season racers. Now here's the thing. Because your team was, I believe it's been created for a while, yes it has. And I believe that you're struggling a bit right now in the last 24 hours. All time, for the current season, you've only done 4,000 races. Here's what I would tell you for a team that's kind of struggling, but still trying as hard as they can. Invite like crazy, and like literally invite anyone and everyone you race against, and accept all applications like crazy, because every single team race is going to be counting. Sure, it looks like your team is, if I'm someone who's clicking on your team and I go down to these and I see 19 days ago, 18 days ago, all these people have raced never. I'm going to be someone like, this team is inactive. But if you kick all the members who aren't currently active, who haven't raced for even like, cut it down to like 3 days, I would say, and then make it look like your team just started, or your team has some really good active members, but you just need a large membership, that's going to attract a lot more members to your team. And you have to just hit the recents page on your friends. We're going to click on friends here, then you hit recent, and then invite everyone that's going down the list if you want your team to start growing. Okay. Please no spamming in the chat. That will be a timeout. Okay. Season 29, my team was active. You can check season 27 leaderboards for your team, and your team was 37th. I don't see what your team is going for right now, the Tariff, because are you like taking a break? It seems like what you're doing right now. If you want your team to be active again, definitely it's just the membership that you're going to have to grow. But good job on your team for ranking that high in past seasons. Okay, TESM ranked 23rd in the season. Let's check out this team. Founded on April 5th, 2020. Millions of dollars given to teammates, fun contests and prizes. We were trying our best to beat Teacher this season. Contests nearly every day. Yay, this is the best team description I have seen all day. Thank you very much, even though you didn't put a period on that last sentence there. That team, that's going to be a lot more attractive than just like millions of dollars given to teammates. Fun contests and prizes, all separated by these dashes or whatever. That's a great job there. TSM and Elite Smashers. A bit generic, but I'll give you a pass there. You have 1,400 races completed in the last 24 hours. Your team captain is the most active on your team, which is always a very good thing to see. A day ago, 2 days ago, 4 days ago, 16 days ago, I see that you're hesitant to kick Wild Turtle, but I would say that unless he has a good reason, like he says he's gone on vacation or whatever, yeah, I'm not going to be doing a review of CLBX probably. Unless he has a good reason that he said in his team status that he's like going on vacation, I would probably kick him, because it's never good to see someone who's very active on your team, who used to be very active but has gone inactive. That's generally a bad sign to new members who want to join, but I see as a captain you're very active yourself. I'm curious to see what your rank is. Team TSM ranked 23rd in the season. Let's head over here, because you say you want to be teacher. Ranked 23rd in the season. TSM, and teacher is right there. So if you want to be teacher, the biggest thing that you're going to be able to do to get there is kick those inactive members and funnel all your cash into smart contests. And I know this sounds a bit complicated, but it's really this simple. Instead of spreading out your cash over a longer period of time, every week host a big cash competition that you announce maybe 3 days before, and say that the highest ranked current team within the 24-hour leaderboards individually is going to be able to get like $15 million. I'm not sure how much money you currently have in your bank as a captain, but having those short but massive rewards for racers, and then put that into your team description, like $15 million a day on 1 day for a week. Like full out race for the cash, whatever, is really going to help new members once they join your team. Because again, once someone has done lots of races on your team at first, that means they're going to be a lot more loyal to your team throughout, right? Because if I have, for example, 50 races on a team, they're not doing too well, I'm not really that attached to the team. Like, I'm free to leave or join whenever I want. But if I'm done 2,000 races on a team because of like 4 blitzes, where I've done like 500 race sessions or whatever, I'm a lot more attached to the team. You see what I mean? Like, the more races you can get someone to do upon joining, the better and the more likely they are to stay for a longer period of time. But yeah, great job so far. 23 in a season is very solid considering how far competitive Nitro teams are going. And yeah, just keep up all the great work on Team TSEM. Okay, see you later, try to win. Great having you, captain of... He's on vacation while Turtle is. Okay, then that's a good reason. You don't keep him on the team then. Check out the active teams. SBD, Scoreboard Dominators. I don't think they really need a review, and I don't think you're on the team either, so I don't think that I would be giving them a priority right now. Instead, to a garage and see if we've gotten any donations so far. Nope. Alrighty. Maybe next time for this is doing a Google form just so I can quickly see them, because it is taking me a bit of time to scroll through the chat. But I'm going to give you guys an example. I'm going to go to top teams on 24 hours. I'm going to scroll to the bottom. I'm going to click on, Typing Masters is literally right there. I'm going to click on Pro Racers right here, for example. PRRS. No asking for money or Nitro Gold. Join to do your best, and top 5 players with most races will earn Officer. 48 members. They were formed July 17th. And the biggest problem, as you can see right here, with any of these teams that have just started out, is that they're not kicking any of these inactive members on their team. Because at this time, it's all about pruning those members who haven't raced. Like I said, it may sound like a contradiction because I'm saying to accept anyone and everyone. Once they haven't raced for 12 days, all those people need to be kicked, and your membership needs to be refined down to only those small number. Like, literally, you only have like 10 members who are current active racers, but they're very active themselves. So even though the team didn't ask for a review, I'm just showing you that a common problem with these teams who are stuck down in the top 100, top 200 is that they have a ton of active members who aren't racing anymore, and it's very unattractive to new members who want to join their team. That I hope that you guys can see that I'm trying to solve here. Alright, hello Vapor, welcome to the live stream. Make sure to hit the like button if you guys haven't already. Alrighty, hello and welcome Aiden Lam, Nitro Type, great to have you here. Officer on my team. Alrighty, CSO. CSO is the next team that I'll be doing that we have on this list. "49 members, formed February 19th, 2020, and you have 2,000 current races. Your captain has the most races on your team, which is always great to see. 10 races, go kick that guy, please. A whole ton of inactive members that need to be kicked at once, I would definitely say. But yeah, you have 2,000 races in the last 24 hours, which I believe would put you, if you're outside the top 20, then that's just messed up. 18th, okay, that's a pretty decent placing, but again, you need to be kicking those inactive members. Your team description is way too complicated. Please have a team name other than CSO. I'm not sure what that stands for. Please spell that out for me. Competitive team, top 15, 30+ races a day, Discord, co-captain, highball, don't ask for gold, allies, Elixir, $100 million cash. Please simplify that. It's just very hard for a new member to find any value in a team description like this when they first click on the team. But I think the team tag is generally unique, and I've heard of this team before, so that's a good thing. Your team captain seems very active, 354 races in the last 24 hours, wow. But yeah, what would I tell this team to do moving forward? 1, kick your inactive members. Use up that $73 million as a team captain for team competitions, and your team should be doing pretty well. Okay, we're getting a lot of people who have wanted me to review my own team, CLBX, so I'm just going to quickly go through this here. So the biggest thing I've done to increase my team loyalty is to have lots of consistent cash competition. Oh boy. Okay. yes, I have not been very active on my team recently. But the biggest thing that I've done to build my team loyalty is I planned my team out before it started. So I was recruiting about maybe 20 members, and then everyone's session on the day my team started. So what that did was I was able to boost my team up to top 20 within like the first day, and then I get all those team applications flowing in from everyone who sees my team hop up on the leaderboards. And then once I do that, then I host lots of consistent team cash competitions so that all those loyal members can build their race count to become even more loyal. And that slowly attracted lots of active racers. Like we had It's Desi join and leave, which was kind of disappointing. But yeah, the biggest thing I've done was just being consistent with my team and being like, and allowing team members to take small breaks, because I don't want team members to be guarding too much. But what it's done is it's made us a really consistent team with 2,482 races in the last 24 hours. We're generally like top 11 on the season. Top 10 on the 24-hour leaderboard. We're top 10 on the season. So again, I've done better teams. I've gotten up to 4th, I think, from past teams. But we have a lot less really active members on our team, but we have a really consistent active membership base. But what I think my team can do to improve is, I need to do a better job at recruiting those really active members. I've kind of let off the gas a bit. I need to engage a bit more with my team too, because when the Olympics hit and all that stuff, I wasn't doing as many races, which kind of caused a few problems with some members thinking that I was going inactive. But other than that, we're doing a pretty good job so far, and I'm pretty proud of everyone on my team. Yes, I just did CLBX. Okay, we'll probably do a couple more teams on here. I'm sorry for the stream quality. This is my first, probably got a ton of notifications. I'm kind of messed it up a bit, but I think I'm good to go with running these live streams from now on. Yes, no problem, Jerome. Okay. Elixir. I have not reviewed Elixir before. I assume that you're a member on Elixir. Yes, that's another thing you need to do, is just put your team tag, whether you're a team member and all that stuff. That'll help me give me an idea on how to tell you to improve. 825 races in the last 24 hours, 31 members. Formed quite a while ago. I'm going to be guessing that they're going to have quite a few inactive members as I scroll down this list. Yeah, so kick all those members that haven't raced for like over 2 days. And invite a lot more. So again, go to the recents page on your friends list. I think I'm repeating myself for a lot of these teams now, but it's basically the same thing. It's like your description is way too complicated here. Like you can obviously tell that it's way too complicated. R/W 93% accurate, 10 races on join, dash accuracy team, comma chill now, dash 5 days and active equals kick. And provide me as a new member with the value that I'm gonna really want when I'm first joining this team. And yeah, you need to build up your membership a bit more. I believe 825 races should put you in top 50 for teams. Let me just quickly check that. Okay, you're 41st, yes. I mean, that's pretty decent. I think that you did have the botter fastest shadow your team before, so I hope that, it looks like you've expelled your team of all botters, which is always good to see from a captain, recognizing that, or just the botter was banned, but you really need to build your membership and simplify the team description a lot more. You don't have a class membership, TBZ, I am a member. Okay. So yeah, I guess what we're going to be doing now is I'm going to just quickly do a few friends races with everyone just to wrap up the stream, because it looks like we don't have anyone else who's looking for a team audit or a review. So if you want to just hop in to my track, I will post the track link in here. I am streaming, so it's going to be a lot more laggy, but hopefully it should be okay on my end. Yes, J-Clo, I did do a team review on CLBX, you probably just missed it there. Wait for people to hop into this racetrack. Alrighty, Becky full. Stream lag. Okay, finally everyone's seen that I'm in the track. There we go. Oh, that's laggy. Yeah, I've never really raced with too much of a lag before, and with someone who doesn't have necessarily the best accuracy, that's probably going to be a bit of a problem. Good job, Race. They're the best team. CLBX. That's because I want the team to be less about me and more about being a competitive team. Okay, I guess like a 145 average isn't bad with the kind of lag that I'm getting here. Stream lag if I ever saw it. Yes, sorry about that. I'm going to try to get some better internet connection next time. I hate this text here. We're going to be going like 120. Okay, that actually wasn't too bad, 146. Okay, we're one race away from a level up. Great to see everyone who's joining the track here right now. Oh. Yeah, that's getting a lot more laggy. I'm just not going to finish that race just because I was only 118, and that's something that I'm a typing race. Everyone has a different typing race. Mine and yours is about 2 minutes. That's probably correct.